Moving on to the executive positions, we'll be having the candidates running for protocol officer. You will be provided 1 minute to introduce yourselves, beginning with Cabrera, followed by Satigao, then by Pinulia.
Good day, fellow Labitian. I am Asia May Cabrera, the current class president of 9th Faith, and I stand here today as I am running for the position of protocol officer under your top party list. For the past 9 years, I've been elected as class officer, auditor in the student council in elementary, members of different organizations, and some leadership training. I have also proven and applied what my capabilities are in different aspects. With that, I believe that I possess the quality of a good leader, and I am qualified enough to be the part of the student council. Through discipline, passion, discernment, and dedication that I have, I will make a change. The voices of the student will be heard, issues will be resolved, and Labitian will unite as one. Together with me and the top party, we will make a better LPSci community. I am Asia May Cabrera, running for the position of protocol officer. Thank you.
My name is John A.S. Arsapigal from Grade 8 Connection, and I stand before you today as a candidate for protocol officer. I may be running independently, but I assure you all that I am not alone in my dedication. I have the support of my friends, classmates, and teachers who believe in my ability to fulfill this important role. If elected as our protocol officer, I will ensure that my advocacies will be carried out properly. I believe that unity is the key to our success as a community. And I am committed to working with you all and create the environment that everybody wants. Let us create a community where everyone's students feel valued, heard, and appreciated. With your support and trust, I can make a difference as your protocol officer. I look forward to making a positive impact in our school community. Again, I am John A.S. Arsapigal, running independently for protocol officer. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am YH Pinulia from Grade 11 Compassionate, the current president of Barkada Contra Droga, running for the position of SSLG Protocol Officer under Partido Arangkada. I am an advocate of gender equality and freedom of expression. Tumakbo for SSG because I believe that I have developed my leadership skills throughout the years in being an officer and president of BKD. I want to expand my platform in order for the entire student body to be heard and seen, especially in addressing their concerns and making LPSci a better place for them. Thank you.
Thank you, candidates. Now let us move forward to the first portion, which is the Q&A portion. And the question is coming from Juan Nila Acujar of 9th Terrace. What is your approach in addressing controversial or sensitive issues that arise on campus, such as protests, demonstrations, or clashes between student groups with opposing views? Shall I repeat? Again, what is your approach in addressing controversial or sensitive issues that arise on campus, such as protests, demonstrations, or clashes between student groups with opposing views?
For this crucial way like this, as an aspiring student leader, we need to think properly and stay calm, as I will be the one, or I am one of the students that will be resolving this kind of issue, this kind of event. But as much as I want to resolve it again, I need to see things in their perspective also, listen to them effectively and effectively. Thank you.
Approaching controversy might be challenging, so we need to make a resolution for this. I need to address it in a constructive manner. First, I need to listen and understand. Take time to listen to their perspective and understand their concerns and viewpoints. Actively listening and seeking to understand fosters a school environment of inclusivity and respect. Next is, I become a mediator. Mediation and conflict resolution. In controversy, we need mediators, and I will be one. I will facilitate discussions and ensure that everyone's voices will be heard. And finally, I will guide them to find common agreement or resolution. That is all. Thank you.
I believe that everyone's voices should be heard without being discriminated. We should address these problems in a way where everyone's innocent until proven guilty. I believe that situations like this should end in a solution and not in a problem. If I were to become the SSLD protocol officer, I promise to empower our students to speak up and explain their side where they feel heard and valued. Thank you.
The following questions will be from the student body. First up is from Dan Saludo of 10 Imaginative. What is the leadership experience that you can relate the most to the role you're running for, and how did you approach or overcome those events? Again, what is the leadership experience that you can relate the most to the role you're running for, and how did you approach or overcome those events?
For that problem, I think it is the misunderstanding and some context within the classroom, but I believe that good communication is always the key. Having the misunderstanding and context we have to someone or a classmate and communicating to them would be the one as I will listen and hear everyone effectively, accept the criticism, comment, suggestion in order to deliver them the solution that they need. Thank you.
I have experienced a lot of disputes in my classroom, and I can confidently say that I acted as a mediator and have a part in solving those problems. As a mediator, it's important to remain calm and composed. Approach the situation with a neutral mindset, without taking sides. Your goal is to facilitate resolution, not to assign blame. Next is, I talk to each student involved in the problem separately to understand their perspective and to gain clarity on the issue. And finally, I would find a best solution for it. Thank you.
For me, being an officer for 3 years and being the current president of Barkada Contadoro, where I've experienced to serve, to lead, and to commit to an organization. I believe that a protocol officer should keep peace and order in an organization and institution. And I can proudly say that I was able to do these things while I was the president of BKD. I was able to become a good mediator and good listener to my fellow officers and members. Thank you.
The next question is from Don Zachary Hernandez of 11 Benevolence. Being a protocol officer, it is your job to promote peace, and it should be expected that there will be students that will choose not to follow you. How will you ensure that you can do your job well despite these circumstances? Again, being a protocol officer, it is your job to promote peace, and it should be expected that there will be students that will choose not to follow you. How will you ensure that you can do your job well despite these circumstances?
For these circumstances, a good communication skill parent will be the one to the key. But influencing them or be a role model, a good role model to the student body is very powerful as it can contribute to the student council as it gives domino effect or ripple effect that ang isang individual ay magkakaroon pa rin ng influence with each other, and I thank you.
If people do not believe you as a leader, it could be that disheartening. But it doesn't mean that you can overcome the doubts. First, we need to self-reflect. Take some time to reflect yourself as a leader. Think of your weaknesses, strengths, and what areas you need to develop. Next is building relationship and trust. Invest in building relationship with people you aim to lead. Actively listen to their concerns. And last is lead by example. Actions speak louder than words. Thanks.
I believe that in order for students to follow, we should convince them by not giving them sanctions, rather by giving them benefits and privileges. Leading is not about having power over people. It's about serving their needs and making their lives better. Thank you.
For the last question, as a protocol officer, how will you use your experiences to prove that you are the one who's worthy of this position? This is from Aneza Julia de Halalan of 8 Connection. Again, as a protocol officer, how will you use your experiences to prove that you are the one who's worthy of this position?
I believe that many people would say that baguhan pa lang ako since this is my first time in face-to-face, but I believe in myself and other teachers, students also believe in me that I already proven that I am capable to be a student body. Thank you.
protocol officer, how will you use your experiences to prove that you are the one who's worthy of this position?
First, I need to identify relevant experiences. Determine which experiences are most relevant to the situation at hand. Next is, I want to highlight my achievements. Clearly show your achievement in a way that demonstrates the value you have brought to the previous roles. Next is, showcase my skills. You have emphasize the transferable skills you have required through your experience. That is all. Thank you.
Just like what I said earlier, I was an officer for 3 years and now I am the current president of BKB. I can proudly say that these leadership experiences speak for themselves. Thank you.
You will now be given an opportunity to ask a question to your fellow candidates. You only have 30 seconds to answer the question addressed to you. Let us start with Cabrera.
So it is a general question for the both of you. What are your strengths that you have that the other candidates don't?
I believe that I excel in problem solving skills. I look at the problem first and understand and empathize with the people involved in the problem. Next is I think of the best solution for that problem and try to develop a skill or and advocate something that would develop and let the problem be avoided. Thank you.
Can you repeat the question?
So for the question, what are your strengths that you have that the others don't?
I believe that the strength that I have is my experiences. In leading BKD, I have developed leadership skills and individual skills that may be used in the SSLD. So I believe that my experiences are my edge.
My question for you too is, in your student profile, at the Asia said you are passionate, and Kuya Warren said you are outgoing. How can you show these values of it?
As I am passionate about what I can do, what I am capable about doing so, it is my desire to lead the other students, not only lead other people, not to lead a small portion of the student body, but also the whole community. Thank you.
In my profile, I wrote the word outgoing. I am outgoing in a way that I will let the students feel that I am approachable and I am a good listener to them, where they'll feel heard and valued. Thank you. For my question for the both of you, what edge do you have in keeping peace and order within the school, given that you don't have an experience in leading an organization?
I think I've mentioned that I already did a good job in being an auditor for the last school that I have in Las Piñas Central. If you may know, we've already implemented a platform that gives student body a good community, and also the project that is being shared for everyone.
Can you repeat the question?
What edge do you have in keeping peace and order within the school, given you don't have an experience in leading an organization?
As I said kanina po, I have problem-solving skills. I could understand the problem first and hear from people who are involved in the problem. Next is I empathize with them. I am a very emotional person, so I could understand what they feel and make solutions for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, candidates. Do you have any other questions?
So this question is for you, Kuya Warren. As in becoming grade 12 students in another chapter of your senior high school life, how can you ensure and do a good time management and responsibilities that despite of being a grade 12 student and you need to apply for your college life and college dream?
I believe that I was able to do this right now, where I was the president of BTB, and I adjusted from the online class setup to a face-to-face setup, where there are many adjustments needed, and I was still able to lead and serve an organization. Thank you. Question for the both of you. Do you think na you have what it takes to carry the workload and pressure na ibabato ng SSLG and also na school, given the first time nyo mag face-to-face in high school? Do you think na you have what it takes to carry the workload and pressure na ibabato ng SSLG and ng school, given the first time nyo mag face-to-face in high school level?
I think yes. I believe yes that I can do a good time management as the vision itself. Meron na talagang pressure and marami ng activities na binibigay, and through the passion I have and the desire to commit to the student body, I can do a good time management because I have the passion to lead and to share the responsibilities within be a student and a student leader.
Do you think na you have what it takes to carry the workload and pressure na ibabato ng SSLG and ng school, given the first time mo mag face-to-face in the high school level?
I believe yes, because I know what I came in here for. I ran as a protocol officer, and in my experiences as a student from grade 8, I have many workloads to do, and from that experience, I have been pressured. And although because of that pressure, I overcame that, and I am confident that I could handle the workload here in SSLG.
Any more questions? Thank you very much, candidates. That is all.